It is that time of year. It is the holiday season towards the end of the year, and as you can see right behind me here, got my Christmas tree already set. The year end is a time for reflection. It's also a time for prediction. Everybody wants to know, how will next year be better than this year? So in this one, I am actually going to keep my habit going of answering to other creators' videos. And this is for none other than one of my A1 Day Ones, Luke's Points and Miles, who actually asked other creators to give their 5 credit card predictions for 2024. And these are going to be mine. But before I do that, we all know what we got to hear first.
Welcome back to my dad's channel. If you're new here, make sure to click that like button and subscribe, and don't forget to share.
So Luke had a great idea about putting out these predictions, and he thought that maybe a lot of his predictions may be in line with other creators or vice versa. There are also sometimes there are contrarians in any and every group that will just go against the grain just to go against the grain. Now, what I did was I sat down and I gave this some thought, especially based on the credit card landscape that I've experienced in 2023 and even 2022, to try to give me an idea, especially with my favorite issuer and maybe even some issuers that I may not be too into. But without holding you guys up, I'm going to dive into my 5 credit card landscape predictions for 2024. So the very first one has to do with Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo has been the talk of the town lately, especially with their trademarking of new autograph names to try to upscale their cards. The fact that they have a solid autograph card that earns great cash back, and when paired with the active cash, which I had done a video about well before anybody was even talking about this, because everybody for some reason thinks that Wells Fargo is the only bank who's ever done something wrong. But Wells Fargo has really been on the scene as of late. Now, they have pushed back announcement of their travel partners that has to do with the autograph card from November to December 10th. And now I think, as reported by Ben Hedges or Sebi, one of the big guys, they said that a senior vice president says that they won't be announced until 2024. So now that's good and bad. It's bad because I wanted to know about them last month when we were supposed to. But it's also good that if Wells Fargo is in negotiations with some great partners, or if they have their licensing together, this could actually bode very well for credit card enthusiasts. So this first prediction is that Wells Fargo will actually get a breakout travel partner that will not only make them a competitor, but a standout in the points and miles game. They will have to be considered even by people who have taken the moral high ground and decided that they will never do business with Wells Fargo. I think you should really keep an eye out for what they are doing. The fact that they are backing, the built card and issuing it, and that also has a couple of breakout travel partners, should kind of give you a view into where they may be going with this. So even, for instance, let's just say Wells Fargo gets Hyatt. Hyatt is enough to make it a breakout star because they've never had a travel partner before. And now you have an unlimited 2% card like the Active Cash, and you have the autograph that has 3% in pretty much everything except for the kitchen sink. And you're going to give Chase and Amex a bit of a problem. Now, do I think it will be Hyatt? Who knows? They may get American Airlines, who is notoriously not partnering with anyone except for Bilt, who is issued by who? Wells Fargo. You never know. And also considering the fact of the Alaska-Hawaiian Airlines merger that will be taking place over the next 12 to 16 months, that could also play into it. So I think you should keep your horizons open, but I think that Wells Fargo will actually come out swinging a huge Louisville slugger, while all the rest of the what will then be legacy issuers will just be playing stickball. Now let's talk about one of my favorite credit cards and a prediction for said credit card in 2024, and that is the Amex Platinum. I love this card just like I love my gold. I'm a big Amex fan. This card has given me so much value over the years that I've held it, and I'm actually looking forward to doing the year 2 video, because remember, this is a pro tip from your Uncle Chad. The true value of any card that gives you points and miles is always in year 2, because anybody can get the value out of year one. You literally have to have the sense that God gave a goat in order to get value out of a card in the sign-up bonus year. So I'm looking forward to that year two video. Anyway, concerning the platinum card, I am absolutely confident I am sticking by this. If I am wrong, I am okay with it. I am absolutely confident we will see an annual fee raise for the platinum card in 2024. At first, I actually narrowed it down to Q1, but at this point now, I don't know if we'll see 2025 without the platinum card going up a tick. And that'll actually tie into the third prediction that I have, because we're going to be sticking with Amex for a second here. Now, the reason I'm so confident about a annual fee raise for at least the platinum card in 2024 is because in my third prediction, I am actually predicting yet another RICO roundup of all the American Express typical perpetrators. In other words, if we go back to 2023, the beginning and actually summer of 2023, rounds and rounds and rounds of pop-up jail, everyone was incarcerated, everyone was locked up, period. There are countless videos, like Chase Yokoyama did one, like I think I did one as well, about people literally talking about how they scaled the fence and got into the free world because everyone was in Amex pop-up jail. Now, I'm starting to think that there will be yet another round of pop-up jail, and for this is to actually stem the tide of new applications in order for them to retool their personal cards as they have done some of their co-branded cards in order to justify fee raises. So while I am more so confident about the platinum card, maybe you might want to keep an eye on your gold card or even your green card. Because even though that just recently got a fee raise, you never know what's going on with these companies. Because remember, their loyalty is always ultimately to the shareholders. Now, with that out of the way, let's go to Amex's arch rival in the points and miles space, and that is Chase. My fourth prediction for 2024 is that Chase will shake up the Sapphire line of cards. I think more so after the Christmas earning numbers come in, after the Christmas season earning numbers, Q4 of 2023 are in the books, I would not be shocked if we don't see a shakeup of the Sapphire line. And I'm not talking about the normal musical chairs that they play with the sign-up bonus, and then everybody gets on and makes this video about how it's a record high sign-up bonus, and it's literally the same thing they've been doing for a couple of years, but for some reason they act like it's a brand new card, which I will never understand. I do sincerely think they will actually make some palliative changes to the Sapphire line. I'm talking the preferred, the reserve. Let's just face it, they are getting stale. And frankly, Chase is going to stay competitive. So please keep an eye out for that. I hope I am right about that, because then it will renew my faith in the Sapphire line, even though I do like the reserve. But I'm starting to think I maybe just like the reserve because the Sapphire preferred is so meh. Now finally, still sticking with Chase. One thing that I noticed in 2023 is something that they hadn't done before. And I've noticed that more Chase reps, and you can actually reference other videos, like I think Eric Gao mentioned something on one of his videos with his Sapphire Preferred saga that he was going through with his girlfriend in order to get the cards, is that Chase reps are now openly and explicitly referring to the Chase 524 rule, which up until this year was pretty much one of those unspoken things. You know what I mean? Kind of like, you hang the toilet paper with the flap over and not under, because, well, we're all civilized human beings here, and if you do it backwards, you are not to be trusted. But in any case, they never referred to that rule before. So now, what would prompt Chase to okay them doing that? Now, there are multiple people who have said that reps have, and even though they outsource, reps have told them about this. Well, that would lead me into my final prediction that Chase will actually be coming out with a luxury card sometime in 2024, and really they will kind of be pushing out the 524 rule to people in order to create a buzz and a sense of exclusivity to actually drive up applications to get said card. Now, do I think it will be a hotel card? Who knows? Could be a luxury Hyatt card. There's been some buzz about that. They could have a breakout airline card, Remember, there is a huge merger going on, and they might want to come out to drum up business off the whole west coast of the United States. Those are very valuable routes over there. Anything from the Pacific Northwest all the way down to TJ, going to Hawaii. That is, Alaska is going to be included in that. That is a lot of ground to cover. That is a lot of air to cover, actually. So that could be the case. Remember, I also predicted that there might be a shakeup in the Sapphire line. That new luxury card could be a retooled reserve card that will kind of make the Amex Platinum shake a little bit, especially since Chase is also making sure that they have their lounge spaces, and all of a sudden they're getting into that game. So this is definitely something that I would be on the lookout for. So with all those things considered, those are my 5 predictions for 2024. I actually look forward to seeing some other people's predictions as well. I enjoyed Luke's. I actually looked at JP Buffett's predictions as well. So this is actually pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. And I'm finding that in addition to doing lives, like responding to other creators and having that, that delayed gratification to see if, who responds to what, it's actually pretty sweet. So I really enjoyed doing this one. And please leave in the comments below if you think I'm on, track with my predictions. Maybe I don't even know what I'm talking about. Remember, I am always for the smoke. So we can always have great disagreements in the comment section, as long as they are respectful. I am all for that. Agree with me, disagree with me, just engage with me, because I do it for you. Now, just like I pointed at you, that just reminded me to do my pointy thing. Hey, watch my other videos. And, it's okay if you don't. It's really cool as long as I got you this information. But other than that, I would like to thank you for being here and tell you that I'm right and everyone else is wrong. I'll see you later.